Welcome back, my creatives. I am Elizabeth. Today we're going to go over lesson 2, creativity, and I'm going to go over the presentation under the digital invitations. So let's go ahead and go over this presentation. So I am also going to give you some examples. Now, digital invitations are created through Canva. So in this little presentation here, I'm going to show you how to create digital invitations that sell. So what is the first step? What is the second step? What do you have to do to make sure that, you are designing appropriately and you are um, designing what people are actually buying, okay? So lesson 1, popular invitations. Learn the most popular types of digital invitations customers are looking for. So there's people that are looking for modern invitations, luxurious, cartoon theme, floral, character inspired, and some people are just looking for simple animations or simple designs, right? Today you will be learning how to get those trending styles, so you can choose a design direction. So if you are designing for clients, you will get all different types of clients. Okay, so there's going to be people who want the glamorous, glittery, magical type of invitation, and then you're going to get those people that say, you know what, no, I just want something very simple. So, the first thing I want you to do is look for 3 different styles that you want to practice on. So, first thing you should be doing is going to Canva. All right. I don't know if you have the paid version or the paid version or the free version. I have the paid version. The other day they took my first payment, my third payment. I guess I've had it for 3 years already. But it was $120 for the whole year. So, all right. So first thing you're going to do, you're going to go to create, and then you're going to go to mobile video. When you go to mobile video, you will go to templates, which is already selected there, and you're going to put on here invitation. So think about your public, what type of invitations you want to be designing, and for who. So if you want to get into the wedding invitation, you can click on wedding invitation, and here you will get multiple templates. Okay, some of these templates have animation, as you can see this one, and some do not. So if you can see the little play button, you will notice that it's a animated invitation. Okay, so let's click on this one. And then you can click on play, and then you should be able to see the animation that happens throughout these 15 seconds of the invitation. Okay, so what you can do if you want to show samples to your public or post on social media, you can grab some, look for 2 or 3. All right, so this is if you want to present wedding invitations. So there's other designs here. Okay. All right. Let's say that you want to focus on birthday. Maybe that's your niche. People know you because you create birthday invitations for little kids. This is an example here. And uh, because you have this already, what you're going to do is you're going to go to File. Well, actually, you can, let's see. Okay, let's just click on that template. Apply all 3 of them. What happens is if you, oh, here's replace all pages. Okay, great. Okay, so if you click play, you'll see the animation that is happening here. And then it jumps into another screen where it's getting all the text details, and then it stops right there. Okay, it's taken a while to it appear. Could be my internet, I don't know. But this is what I mean when I say pick 3 different styles. So if you want to be known to create little kids invitations, these are great examples and templates that you can use in order to edit them and then save them. You click on share, and then you save them you download them as an MP4. because it's got an animation. Okay. All right, moving on. So, three invitation styles you want to learn are, you can say children's birthdays, weddings, and religious events. That's just an example. Okay, so lesson two, let's start with birthday invitation layouts. So, what entitles, well, not entitles, but what goes into a birthday invitation? The name and age, date and time, location, RSVP info, theme, or character style. What I like about Canva is that it gives you templates. So if you are creating a printed invitation, you would go with a 5x7. So on here, it's got a lot of sizes, but I think this is a 5x7 portrait, A5. Okay, and then you can click on birthday party invitation. All right, so there's this one here. And if you use a template, it already has, um, the information that is required on an invitation. It's got the name, how old is Taylor, the date, time, address, and RSVP. Okay. If you are creating a invitation from scratch, keep in mind it needs to have all of this. Now, RSVP, some people might not want it. So that is up to your client, or it's up to you if you want an RSVP detail there. Okay. All right. Lesson three, a baby shower invitation layout. When it comes to baby shower, um, you have to be very soft when it comes to design. Um, for baby showers, people do not want loud images or extreme colors in baby shower invitations. So keep that in mind. So if you go onto templates, you can type in baby shower and then invitation, right? And then you will see the soft colors in a baby shower invitation. Okay, so this is an example of that. All right, so it can include teddy bears, safari, boho rainbow, butterfly and floral, royal princess or prince or princess. So if you're giving your client options, these are the options that you can start with. Okay, so what do you want on your invitation? Do you want a teddy bear? Do you want safari animals? Do you just want a neutral watercolor type of invitation where there's no gender? Really, it's not towards a boy or a girl. Do you want something like magical and floral, or do you want it to say like for boy, for girl, prince or princess? These are the type of questions you need to ask. Okay. Lesson four, quinceañera invitations. For quinceañera invitations, I can guarantee you 99% of the time they want glamorous, they want glitter, they want luxurious. Okay. So for a quinceañera invitation, we can go back to Canva, and then we're going to go to templates and put on here, you can do sweet 15. Let's see what we get. Oh, I forgot the word invitation. Invitation. Okay, like this has glitter. I mean, I'm sorry, it's got floral, but it doesn't have any glitter. If you picked something like this, it's a wedding. No, we don't want that. Let's just use the word quinceañera. Okay, so this is what we're doing. Let me start over again. We're going to go to File, Create New Design. We're going to type in the word invitation. Okay, there's different types of sizes. We're going to say portrait because now I think it'll automatically give us invitation templates. Let me see if I am correct. And I am correct. Okay, look, immediately, we get invitation templates. All right, so we're gonna do Sweet 16. In America, they celebrate Sweet 16. In Mexico, and in Latin America, they celebrate 15. So here we go. Now we're getting examples of Sweet 16 invitations, right? Okay, so there's, again, depends on the style, what it is that your guest wants. But I am thinking sometimes with a dress or something glittery like this. Let's see. Um, when you click on it, you will get more examples. Look at this one. All right, so you can definitely update one of these and then show your clients like, hey, do you want something that has little sparkles on it? Do you want it to have black or not, right? So these are examples of Sweet 16 invitation templates. Okay. All right. So these are normally the colors. Every time there is an event for a quinceañera or a Sweet 16, there are particular colors that they're using. It's usually the color of the dress of the quinceañera. So those are very, very important um, elements to ask for. Okay. All right, a graduation invitation layout. Learn how to create graduation invitations and announcements for kindergarten, eighth grade, high school. It all depends, right? How to include a graduate's name, class year. Okay, so I believe that on here I gave you some templates. Let's see, there's a blue invitation, black and gold butterfly, pink baptism. I also have a graduation template that I will be adding on here. Let me see if I can look for that. All right, so these are some that I created. Let's check it out. All right, so this has um, little firecrackers. If we click play, it's 26 seconds and it's got audio too. So then I created the next page and I added this information and that list of events. So also keep in mind that when you're adding a lot of text, give it some time so people have the time to read it. Hope you can join me, RSVP. The internet is a little slow, guys. I'm sorry. And then at the end, it says thank you. All right. Okay. So this is a template for a graduation for, it could be kindergarten, it could be preschool. Now I have the girl version, the boy version. All right. So I have another one here that is for a graduation. Let's check it out. And this one's in Spanish. All right, here we go. I'm gonna press play. It's a graduation party. All right. It's just taking a while. But guys, this is a 42-second. I will also add this template for you guys to have it, okay? So this will be under resources, okay? All right, so design tip, keep the graduate's name and class year easy to read. These should be the main focus of the design. And then your next action step should be create a graduation invitation using your school colors. So think about the colors that your kid goes to school at or the school near you. So if you promote on your social media, people can find a relation to those colors, okay? Lesson 6, matching thank you cards. Learn how to create thank you cards that match the invitation as well. So if you are doing this, all right, guys, thank you cards are really easy to create. If you go back to Canva, all right, so we can go to, there's different sizes. Normally a thank you card is a little card. It's not big. So this is the smallest 4x6. We can, and then depending on the background that you use for your mobile invitation, you can grab that same background, okay, and use it. So you can have a similar type of background. So if this is what you use, you can go to Control Copy, and then you go back to your card and you go to Paste. Even though it is a video, it doesn't matter. Um, because your thank you card, if you sent out a digital invitation, your thank you card should also be digital. Okay. So the same people you emailed the invitation to or texted the invitation to is the same people you're going to email or text the thank you card. So you use the same background and then you would just add the text, the thank you, or whatever information you want to add. If you don't know what to add, you can always click on templates and then you just type in the word thank you, and then you should get different designs that help you on knowing what to write. Okay. All right. Moving on, lesson 7, editable Canva templates. If you do use, for example, one of my templates, so I am going to provide you guys with this template here. You will get a copy of this, which means that you can, as soon as you open it up in Canva, it'll recreate a copy so you can save it whatever you want. Okay. Um, and if you decide that you want to share your own designs, also the designs that I give you are for you to use. The designs that I give you is not for you to resell them. Just keep that in mind. So if you wanted to, for example, you open this template here that I made, I'm giving it to you so you can edit it, you can change it, you can do whatever you want. But if you want to resell it, you can't resell this template. You have to change it. You have to change the background color, the text, or whatever it is that this has. You cannot use this because I designed it and I'm not giving you permission to resell them. I'm giving you permission to use it. Okay. Um, However you'd like, but not resell the templates itself, if that makes sense. So I'm giving you the template, but you can't resell the template. You have to change it, and then you create your own template by going to share and then create template link. Okay. All right. Lesson 8, how to sell personalized invites. Um, Learn how to sell custom invitations where the customer sends you their event details and then you personalize the design for them. Have clear boundaries and define how many revisions you will offer to avoid endless edits. So here you get an example of what you will be asking your client. So collect your customer info. Set clear boundaries on limits of updates. I always say do not give more than 2 update changes. If they want more than that, you're going to charge them. If it's a digital invitation, you can say it's an $8, 8 update. Because then you have to download the video and resend it to them again. That takes time and work. Create an order form, build a simple order form or message template for collecting all customer details. You don't have to do this, guys. I did it for you. It should be in your business classroom. Lesson 9, delivering digital files. You can email it to them, direct message them. You can share it as a Google Drive, a Canva link. And if you're selling these on Etsy, you would send them through the Etsy Messenger. Okay. And this is an example of what you can write on there. So you can always open this presentation here and copy any of the text that you want from here. Okay. All right, complete an assignment, create a digital invitation set. Make a birthday, make a baby shower, a quinceañera, and a graduation invitation. If you want to use AI, you can. If you use the Party Studio Creator, the Party Studio Creator will make this for you very, very simple. So I will add a video on how to use the Party Studio Creator on creating an invitation, so you can see how easy it is to get this done. if you wanted a printed type of invitation. But if you want an animated invitation, I do suggest you go into Canva and you use the templates that are available and also use the templates that I will provide for you. Okay. All right, guys, thank you so much for watching this video, and I will see you on the next one.